All right, let's get to this because I really want to get everyone's take on this powerful moment. In fact, Al, you're the one that texted this to us last night, and we all had a reaction. Watch what happened yesterday after Amber Guyger got a 10-year prison sentence for murdering her neighbor. This is the victim's brother. Let's watch.
I forgive you. And I know if you go to God and ask him, he will forgive you. I'm not gonna say I hope you rot and die just like my brother did, but I personally want the best for you. I don't know if this is possible, but can I give her a hug, please? Please?
I've never seen forgiveness like that.
Yeah.
What made you want to send that video to all of us?
I sent that and I actually posted it as well, and I got a lot of pushback from my followers because and I understand there's a lot of anger related to that because the optics, it looks like once again a black person that's been wronged by the system is the one being contrite and the one being consoling. What I saw was a young man taking his What I saw was a young man taking his life and his future in his own hands. I lost my father at 40 years old, and until I had a chance to reflect on it 2 years later, I realized that I had been in a tailspin. I had been drinking too much. I was distant from the people I loved. I was going down the wrong path. This kid at 18, where he could have held that anger in, he could have walked around with that, been a fist clenched for the rest of his life, but he made a decision right there at that moment that he is going to progress. Because if he doesn't make that decision, if he doesn't hug that woman right there, then that mother has 2 dead sons. And so it's very important that we understand, if we want to talk about injustice, that like we all do on this panel every day with passion, let's have that conversation. But if we want to talk about a young person taking control of their future, taking control of how they'll evolve and process grief, let's have that conversation, but understand that they're 2 separate conversations.
And I agree, they are 2 separate conversations. I have seen this type of forgiveness when it came to the families of Emanuel 9. Many of those families chose to forgive Dylann Roof right there, and that was before, that was at the arraignment, very early on. And I think regardless of what your beliefs are, if you are a person of faith and you believe in higher power, I mean, 9 is a significant number for them because it's the number of forgiveness. This family clearly is a family of faith. The Botham John Foundation.org, if you are so inclined to donate, is all about social change through faith. So obviously they believe that this is bigger than them. But I understand the anger because there are still people who are very much alive and well amongst us who have been in situations where they've been walking down the street the opposite way of a white person and have to excuse themselves and pardon themselves as if they had actually done something and they were just doing the same thing as the person across from them. So I think that there is a sentiment that why is it that even when we're wronged, we have to be the ones to bring up the apology or bring up the forgiveness. And so I do see that, but that's also flexible thinking and duality of thought, and I respect both.
Right.
Yeah, I want an example.